Good morning to you, and good afternoon to those who are in the Middle East with me. I am LonnieB, Dr. Kusamo, and I come to you with Morning Tea with LonnieB. I am your host this morning, where I share with you a morning of devotion just to start your day, just to get your day off to a positive day, and one that actually encourages you and motivates you and empowers you. I share devotions that are God inspired, that He has imparted into the individuals, and they have allowed me to share them. So before we start today, I have 3 things I want to share with you today. So the first of all, y'all see my tree back there? It looks so bare, but those who know me know that I was going to find a tree in the UAE, right? I was going to find it. So I will be doing the decorating today. So I just wanted you to join in that process with me. The second thing, I am excited. For those of you who don't know, and those of you who do know, I started a network where I have different individuals who I produce their shows, and it's under the LonnieB & Co. network. Well, I want to tell you that coming December the 17th, we have a new addition to our family, and it is Love and Order by Mr. and Mrs. Morton. So Donald Morton, I am really, Donald and Marla Morton, they are amazing. You'll just have to stay on the lookout for what it's actually going to be about. And then you all know yesterday I talked to you about Gajetta. She'll be actually starting her morning devotion. So I am really excited about the things that are happening, the doors that God is opening. Now, the third thing I want to tell you all, somehow, she's a past client, still client, doctor sister. We just gelled along the way. But when I tell you, she reached out to me for something today. But when I tell you this lady is amazing, I want to talk to you today about Dr. Shalay Cameron. Just to tell you a snippet, she's my highlight for today. And I just want to tell you, this is something that she said to me. Now, when you go to her page, I promise you that what I'm about to tell you does not match the beautiful smile that she shares every day with us. But she says, my body is working overtime to stay functional from 2 foot surgeries, a broken ankle, breast cancer survivor, double mastectomy, 12 immediate family deaths in 10 months. She said, it's been crazy, but I'm still pushing through faith in God, perseverance, and resilience. But now let me tell y'all this. She's turning 60, y'all. And then she is turning 60. But here's the beauty of it. I highlight her because she gave us 34 years of her life as a lieutenant colonel in the military. She'll be retiring in 6 months. But on top of that, in the midst of all that I told you she went through, God still granted favor, and he opened the door for her to actually start the trusted real estate investment options called Trio. And she's the owner of Cammy's Treasuries, which is a paparazzi store. And then she is also the international best-selling author and author of her children's coloring activity book. So if you're looking for something for the holiday, you need a gift to give out to your kids, I promise you, you can actually go and look on her website, Dr. Shalay M. Cameron, and I'll put it in the comments at the end of the show. But if she's on watching, she can actually put it in there. But her books, her children's books are I Can and I Can Become. I can and I can become. So Dr. Shalay Cameron, Lieutenant Dr. Shalay Cameron, today we celebrate you and we thank you for your service for the United States of America. And we love you and we honor you and we wish you much success on your future endeavors after retirement, because now you get to live. Perfect segue in today's devotion. Mr. Larry's devotion. You all know I'm closing out between him and my chocolate sensation, my husband. So today's devotion is from Mr. Larry. Let's go ahead and get into it. It says, good morning. What is it that you count near and dear to your heart? What is it that you would do to keep the one you love from leaving by death? What wouldn't you give to see your childhood children have a better life than you? We all have had or had something or someone that we held or still hold near and dear to our hearts. But Paul said this. He said, whatever things were gain to me, those things I have counted as loss for the sake of knowing Christ. We have our happy seasons in life. We sing our songs of joy in harvest time. But I would be remiss if I said these are the best life has to offer us. The truth is, we must die in order to live. We must refuse to consult our own ease and well-being. We must be crucified, not only in desires and habits which are sinful, but in other things that seem to be innocent and right. The Bible says there is a way that seems right to a man, but the end leads to death. What have we surrendered our lives? What have we to surrender in our life? Because when we surrender and we surrender our will to the will of God, that's when God can be his best in our life. My beloved, I had to learn to become a dying life giver. I had to tell myself that it is a high dignity to enter into fellowship with Christ, and thus I am in the best company. Through plenty of heartaches, pains, and trials, God pushes us to die to self and live for Christ. It's in the chambers of suffering, earthly losses, and being in dark places before the bright and morning star that I have learned to love God more in life. So the question today is, my dear friends, what will you give in exchange for the privilege to live for Christ? Maybe the better question is, What would you and I give up to walk in his will and his way? That's today's devotion. There's nothing else for me to add to it except to ask myself, Alonda, what are you willing to give up to grow closer to God and to walk closer and to be in his will and to do things in his way? Very simple. Nothing else to add. You all know I don't keep you long. Today is a short day. I think I'm more anxious trying to get back to my tree. But nonetheless, I celebrate each and every one of you. I thank you for tuning in to Morning Tea with LonnieB. I am Dr. Kusamo. Now remember, tomorrow and the next day, Thursday, you have me. But then on Friday, my husband comes back live. He goes every other week on live when he's talking about the rebuilders right now. And it's building the foundation between the world and the church. What does that look like? Then on Friday night, we have Dear Life After Hours with Rosalind, uncut, unraw, and unedited. Uncut, raw, and unedited. Then on Saturday morning, we will not have Rosalind at 11 a.m. as we actually will during the after hours. But turn around on Sunday. Let's get ready to start our week with Motivation Moments with Gregory Bloomfield. It's a new month. It's a new season. It's a new day. So everything will be different. Everything that God has promised us will be coming your way. So today, I encourage you to be blessed, stay blessed, and as always, be a blessing to someone else who needs your smile, your words of encouragement, or even sometimes just a gentle touch to let them know that everything is going to be okay. So until tomorrow, I ask you to keep me in your prayers. And remember, let's go ahead. Let's lean in, lean in, and let's go. Smile. You owe it to yourself. No one does it better than you. Until tomorrow, bye for now.